got the cake. I got the cake. I got the cake. I got the cake. I got the cake.
Welcome back to Sweet Talk. So today we got Cindy and we got DeAnna. So my cousin and my
Hey.
sis. So this is part of the 14 days of B-Day, Valentine's Day, and today we're gonna be talking about relationships that I don't have. So first off, let's talk about age gap. What do you ladies think is an appropriate age gap? Like a dating gap that you should like before it get a little too R. Kelly-ish.
Not
Mm.
R. Kelly.
You know.
So I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
Um, I think that okay. So I got a couple different opinions. I think it's like all in the if you when you grown, you grown. Um, and it's all in your motive. You know what are you um looking for when it comes to the relationship, or like is it serious? Um, you just doing something, you trying to, you being a sugar baby, or you know, because you can have an older man, but to be serious, I wouldn't go past, if I'm 30, I wouldn't date somebody past 45, 46 at the most, because it just, I mean, just get a little nasty. But yeah, I just ultimately think that it just depends on what you looking for. Like, if you're just trying to get a bag, somebody just wants you to be in their presence, because I mean, you can deal with an older man, a 50 or 60-year old, if you being a sugar baby, you know, do your thing.
True.
But if you're a 20-year-old dealing with a 50-year-old and you trying to be serious, no, that's manipulation and some other things. We gon' that you ain't even lived your life yet.
What about you, Sydney?
For me, I'm just doing dating in general because my cousin is right. It do depend on what you trying to do. It should determine your age factor. But for me, I'm past sugar baby age, so any age for me,
Okay.
five. No, that's a lot. 3, maybe 5 years. Always older, never younger. Because at a certain point, if I feel like you live too much life without me, we can't be
Mm.
together because it's like we supposed to be growing together. And if you can sit here and tell me what the fuck happened in 1991 before I was born, I don't need to be with you because you just got too much life. Hell, I don't even want to know what happened 15 years after I was born. So it was like, nah, I'm just like, nah, you live too much life and how your question phrase it, and that's just dated. I have been with people older than me, and the oldest was 11 years, but
Mm.
his experiences didn't dictate his age, so we got along because he wasn't really on shit. So, but I
Mm-hmm.
was younger. I was in my 20s doing that dumb shit. Now this age, Sydney, not interested in no, because where your mind at? And if your mind is too, and it might sound stupid, but I want somebody I can grow with, not somebody to tell me how to grow because you like living, your life experience. I think you my damn partner. I ain't dating my damn daddy. Well,
Did you feel like he stole some of your youth from you?
no, because we ain't do nothing. It was not serious in no shape, form, or fashion. I knew the older I got, I knew what it was. Younger Sydney was just experience, living in the moment, enjoying it, thinking it was more. But as this Sydney reflects, it's like, girl, I should slap you. You did what? You thought you was what? You stupid. You was stupid.
Mm-mm. But you know what's crazy is okay. I have been like I date older, and I have been like I don't want to really say relationship, but situationships when sometimes it can get a little bit, you're not my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And it be like, it's just like, oh, it, even though it might, for them, it might come off like, oh, I'm trying to help you.
Mm-hmm.
No, it coming out, you trying to teach me a lesson. It's not helping me. But I do find that dating older men in my 20s versus 30s is hit a little different. Because when you in your 30s, you gotta be careful to not find somebody that low key could be with your TT.
So
That low key got too much in common with your TTs. Like, that's one thing I have noticed. Like, I don't want to go too freaking older, because it be like you and my TT be going down memory lane. Like, what the fuck? Like,
right.
why? But
And
I don't
then
think go ahead.
go. I'm just thinking like, okay, so like age gap when you, okay, let's just say it's an older woman. I don't think women have like a I don't think women have an age gap. So I don't think that like women could date as long as he 21. You know what I'm saying? I could be 50 dating a 21-year-old. I think it's a double standard. It's different. Of course. But I mean, it's just not looked at, in a bad way. So, I could be somebody's
Because I gotta add, if you are the 50-year-old woman with a 21-year-old man, what is your real reason for being with that 21-year-old man?
you know what it is. I'm just trying to,
Exactly. Exactly. So it's not like
get a look.
you're not he's a live human toy you get to send on your way when you're done with him.
Right.
Oh, and then am I wrong? Am I gonna wrong with some fathers with that? Am I gonna
No, that's just a little bit of tender love. Tender love.
so, but that is not, when an older woman dates a younger man, it's usually for that specific act of sex. It's not for no, she ain't thinking he no mature ass 21-year-old dude. She not, interested. He gotta live his life. She like, baby, come let TT Ocean flow stream, have a heavy stream this week.
But you know what?
it ain't like,
It's some older women that's like, still youthful, still young, still beautiful, still, living
agree.
their best life. You know what I'm saying? And so,
But I feel like that woman keeps it closer to her age. And when I say closer, I mean like she 50, he maybe 45.
but I didn't say to
Okay.
date. I didn't say to date. I just said, for
Just
a
to
piece of
play with.
Oh, play with he
beautiful.
age.
Do
She
you
just
see what
playing.
I'm doing? Give me a second.
Oh, so basically, we saying, for if we date younger, we playing, but mostly if we do it's probably like 5 years younger if we trying to do something serious. So
Yeah, I think
even as so we all just hit the club, and with that said, do y'all feel like, well, I'm single. Sydney, what's your relationship status?
I'm single, girl.
Yeah,
I got
you out here.
I got a situationship. I
Okay,
mean, I don't want to say
so
I'm not single, but
we get you. We
I don't
get
know what
you.
the
They
hell
don't need
going
to know
on.
your. They don't need to know all your businesses. We get you.
Okay.
So so with, like, being in the 30 club, do you feel like your options is like getting few? Because I know some people think the older you get, the less option you have as a woman. Then for me, it's different. They feel like when men get older, they get more option. Do you think that's true or not? Depending on the situation. What about you, Sid?
Okay, yeah, let me start this one now. So I don't think the older I got, my options have gotten smaller. I just feel my options have gotten more serious. And it'll
Mm,
take a lot for me as a woman to um I settle. Like I'm not settling. I don't believe in settling. I have, my criteria, my list of things that I want in my partner and that he should want from me. And I'm not willing to like change that. So and I just feel like it's about looking in them different pools, because not everything that I want will be, right in my face. I have to step out and go explore. Versus I feel like men. Ooh, I'm about to say something just gonna ruffle up, girl. I'm about to shake the damn table. I'm about to,
Shake
can I
it.
shake
Shake the
it?
table. Shake it.
They stand as non-existent. So okay. Yeah, non-existent. And the older they get, the less the standards get. I mean, they was already low. Now they get low. Um, and that's how like no, because your option shouldn't get you. I feel like you placing yourself in a box if you saying, oh, because I'm this age, I
Mm-hmm.
need to mess with this certain age group or this certain age group every woman. So what about you as a person is lacking in that group and that you feel is sufficient in that group and that's why you run towards it. So
So when you saying that, as you got older, you now you know what you want, what you're willing to take. I know some people think like, okay, well, because you know what you want and what you're not willing to take and what you will take, some might say, well, that will fuel your option. Do you feel that? Like
no,
it
this is
will
losing your
make
dead weight. Losing
okay,
something that I wouldn't attract to is not lessening my pool. You just getting out the
okay,
way for somebody that's going into who will fit in what I want. So no,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm,
no, because I want what I want and you want what the fuck you want. So no. And there's people out here. There's too many people in the world for me to sit here and say I won't find my perfect man because I want a man. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because of what the things that I want and they're before they're not materialistic. They just real human ass shit that I want that I'm not being able to find. Hell, I live in I
Hey,
ain't was gonna say exactly what, but I ain't gonna say all
here.
that. My husband could be in Sydney, and that's for me to go figure out where he at. That not him to come figure out what the fuck I am. Let me get that straight. Let me get that straight.
mm-hmm. The Lord
And so
said, "Man, that's fine
Hey,
as a woman."
here. Get the
I
charger. So you
get
can get.
it. I got no right. So, and I'm just not, willing to change what I want. And then was that joke a couple years. I'm sorry. It was so funny to me. I know it was Mariah Carey. It was with Mariah and Nick. I want to say Janet, maybe Janet or J Lo. They was dating dudes who was like stupid years younger than them. Like it was a
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous, and they was like, "Don't be worried." Sorry, so funny. They was like, "Sis, don't be worried. Your husband just ain't born yet."
Damn. Well,
So,
yeah.
which would contradict me not wanting to date a young man. But if he applied the right pressure,
You
he
know, you
applied pressure.
know, you know.
I mean, pressure is pressure. So I'm not, so no, I don't think my choices weed out the good because it's not, you really have to know what I want to say that. And they're not like, oh, he got to have a job. But if your job ain't a good job, how we going to work to get you a better job? That's the
Yeah,
bonus part versus
yeah.
be marrying this 55-year-old dude, CEO of $1 billion company. No, I mean, that sounds nice. That sounds nice as fuck. I don't know.
If
But
if it's meant to be, if it's meant to be.
but that's that is what it is. But I'm willing, like I want me and my partner to grow together, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what life like. If you like, why I be there if we can't go through like not saying we got to go through no hard shit. Cause I want to go. I
Yeah.
want to go through some fun shit. I want to go through traveling the world with you. I want to go through um us buying our first house together and not you might have the knowledge but maybe not all the experience. I want us to just go through some shit. good shit, preferably. and
Yeah.
and then I'm not saying in my he gotta have this specific body type. No, because that's all that shit all change at the time. So when it really comes down to what you want and what you're looking for, and if there ain't no shallow shit, then what you want should be sufficient to get me what I need from my partner.
I know. I think I don't know. I just think sometimes like we have to start assuming people situation because that question came to me from a male friend and he was going based off other people's situation and it was like it's crazy because even though he didn't put me we were talking about somebody else like basically like you was talking about me without trying to say talking about me too because I am, older, and especially older than the person that he was talking about. That he felt like her options are getting few, as she get older, and she needed to take advantage of it. But sometimes, just like right now, like I have not put myself out there to really put the energy to meet somebody
Mm.
or even open myself up to meet somebody. So I feel like you should not assume just because somebody might be older or single down, like we need to stop putting that pressure like on women like that.
Right. And realistically, cuz if we're talking about it to say she needs to take advantage of it because she's young. First of all, you're shallow as hell. Let's start with the shallowness of you to feel that a woman is measured solely based on her age. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You cry. You got
Mm-hmm.
some serious insecure ass issues that you need to address within because you feel like you missed your glory years. Fuck you, because that's the truth. A woman options does not diminish, but they increase. Unlike
Yes.
selfish, self-absorbed, materialistic, showboat and show-offy men. I'm just thinking about that.
Yes. Because even when we reverse it, um, with men, to me the men options only grow more if they got their shit together.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Cause if you don't got your shit together, it's like it's not her coming back with the black robe for me.
I went and changed. I had to handle something.
Um, it's just like other than that, like you could be cute, but if you ain't bringing up to the table,
Yeah. And I think like to add on to it, I think that older men they do bring sometimes when they have themselves more together. Like I'm expecting that the older you are, the more put together you will be, financially, because that just brings it's a circle. It brings everything
mm-hmm,
in together. Um, so I just feel like you said, that's more options for them because and it's all based on finances. I don't care what you know the tea is or the scoop, but when you
mm-hmm,
able to afford, you know, certain things, then I mean, women just come with it. But I think like for women, you know, um like I love all that positive affirmation, like, okay, you don't fit in my life. And I've been really kind of like listening to motivational speakers and just trying to change my thinking because I kind of do feel like when you are like, we got like three strikes and you out. Like, unfortunately, I do feel that like when you are younger, you know, you have a better dating pool. Like you have a better chance to, you know, if you want to be serious, to get somebody that's more to your liking as far as because
mm-hmm,
unfortunately when you look at, and I hate to base it on media and celebrity, celebrity and all that, those things, but when you look at these men when they dating these women, and unfortunately I'll say black women, you get men, they date us, and when we in high school sweethearts and all that good stuff, and then as soon as they get their bag, it's on to the next, to something that they feel is more superior or better or what have you. So I just feel like a lot of the times, these older men, they go straight for younger women, and it's a reason behind it, because they don't.
Predators.
I don't see them. He said, "What now?"
Predators. There are predators.
But I don't know. I just feel like, when you are younger, you know, it's just so hard because we don't do what we supposed to do anyway. We don't make men chase. We don't make men court. We don't make we don't. I mean, there's no dating period. I think we talked about this a little bit before. Um, it's no chivalry. I mean, it's dead. So I just feel like it's a little bit, it's our fault too, that I mean, yo, you get a better pool when you're younger, because
Do
it's
you
just
think is it better or is it just easier? Because if we think about it, high school we going. I know we didn't go to the regular high school, but high school you going with 1,000+ people. Then most people go to college, community, whether it's university, community, or get a trade. They're still around a lot of people
mhm,
versus when you graduate and you trying to figure out your adult life, your adult job. Is it more so that it was easier when we was younger because we was just doing it in so much things versus
okay,
now we all have a set work schedule. And
right,
I'm tired. I'm tired. That 8 to 4:30 kids for player. And if after you got work, then you got home life, and home life
right,
consists of cooking dinner. I even like cooking. I cook for self. And if
right,
if you got kids, you got animals. It's not. I wouldn't say it got hard. It got I was like, it was so easy in college. I was just around so many people. Now, whether I was
okay,
mentally or whatever, y'all, if a dude flirting with me, that's not me. Like, don't flirt with if I'm eating because I'm focused. I'm looking at food. I'm interacting with my meal. Talk to me after I eat. Yeah. Or like and if you got kids, you tend to surround, unless you just got that support system without, but you tend to surround yourself with more people with kids, and them people with kids, y'all, some people congregate with each other, and it's not so that you're not interested in dating, it's just your lifestyle now versus when we was 20 in our 20s. We
yeah,
ain't going to the bar every weekend. You lucky to go to the bar once a month. Hell, and it's really once a year because I stay in the same state no more.
yeah,
So that's why
And
life just happens.
and you know what? Cause I know for me, I find even without just like us having jobs and having more responsibility as we get older, I was more outgoing
mhm.
younger too. You know, like
Right
I
now, you
was
like,
more
look,
being,
I don't got time for
but
bullshit.
but not even on that. Just on some like I don't want to say that I lost any confidence or so, but it just like I know for me personally, if something did switch with me, how I definitely approach men, or guys, period, whether I was on that or not, but I was more like looking back, I was more outgoing, whether like maybe it's just like the rejection party, like I didn't care back then. Now it's like I'm a little soft.
You got more shit to lose than
Like my pride is a little bit more now. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Mhm.
because
Versus
you can
like
talk
back
to
then,
them niggas,
it's just
talk to them niggas.
like back then it's like nigga, why would you want to fuck with me? Like you know what I'm saying? Like please, Aquafina, like why? You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, ugh. If he tell me, you know what I'm saying?
But I
Like
think
I
that
don't
comes
know.
with the how it's done now. Cause again, we
True.
y'all, we was like, okay, you don't want to talk to me in the club, let me go talk to this dude. I'm talking to you, let me go talk. Let me walk in with a number, walk and get like, we was trying to do laps in clubs, and versus now, we like getting, like I said, we trying to get more serious, and unfortunately, the way the world dating apps is the way, and it's like you
Yeah.
spend time talking to dudes online, and whether you build a connection or it's a waste of time, it's like, bro, I just wasted time on you. It's like it just get for me. I just get annoyed if I'm like, I don't want to do this. Man, look at this shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm just bored and annoyed with like this progression. Like, dude, where you at? Like, come the fuck on. Like, what are
Yeah.
you at?
It's so unfortunate because, like, unfortunately, like what you said, the proximity of people, like, it got a lot to do with it. Because I know I watch a lot of things, and people always say, like, okay, if you want to meet these kind of people, you got to be in these kind of places, and you got to surround yourself with these kind of people, and et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's so true. So, you know what I'm saying? If we only on dating apps, then I mean, you only gonna find somebody that's really trying to just hook up, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cause dating apps, it just like I be I be looking at some like I don't know. I be looking at something like you think like you be cool, but I just don't be feel like typing.
And not only that,
It was
the
either on the party line.
generation is so crazy because nobody don't want to talk on the phone no more.
I'm about to say it
To
was
get
either
to
on the
get to
party
know.
line.
Okay,
But
so I'm the opposite. I'm so weird. Okay, so I feel like when on these dating apps, I have it's so bad. I don't want to say but I have things that I want accomplished within the first few messages before asking for my damn number. And if
mhm.
they don't act,
Mm-hmm.
do these little starting, it's like no, wasting my time because it's like what? And I'm the type I would rather sit on the app and talk to you versus giving you my
Mhm.
number. I don't know. I'm just
But
weird.
no, but see, but that's why I say it was either on party line because on the party line you could talk, and then like if the conversation like damn we was really vibing, then you choose to okay I want to give you my number, y'all
Yeah,
change numbers then or whatever, and because it's like I don't know it hit different in the talk it's like the party even though yeah we not in person so with the party line you had to
yes, I
figure
do.
out I know I'm
Good
exposing
night.
myself I don't give a fuck but it was like
He's going to bed. Good
it
night.
was like okay
Yes,
well
I'm here.
we'll worry about if
Love
you're a catfish, you know what I'm saying, even before the whole catfish thing came out or whatever people were a little bit more truthful, but it's like you kind of it felt like okay I'm at the bar or I'm out somewhere and we met and that's how we talking, and then it's like okay you change number, y'all change pictures. Okay, you like what you like. Okay. Then we on to you know what I'm saying. It was just more easy. Cause versus like words, it just be like. So now, granted, sometimes you can have a good text message combo, you know, a little conversation. But it's like most of the time, like anytime a guy hit me with the "Hey, sexy," uh, uh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hey sexy for me. No,
Girl, this is
ma'am.
a whole new
Tomato,
segment.
tomato, tomato, tomatoes.
Or they
No.
hit you with, ooh, juicy. Or, something like that. Like,
Hey, beautiful.
Yes.
I could deal with a
Yeah.
hey, beautiful, because it's not,
No,
you
too
know,
many hey beautiful make me mad. What's my name?
it's not as bad as, juicy and, I should come do something. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I
being
see.
free.
Oh, I see that. Cindy, she had her cup. You had your cup. What we drinking on? What we drinking on?
Really what we eating on, baby, because I'm tearing these cookies up.
Lady.
But I got champagnes, wine or whatever.
Okay. Black on.
Black on is my girl.
Melanin
Champagne's
Poppin.
wine or whatever. She on Instagram.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get her Instagram and link it in the bio. Okay, what you drinking on, Sid?
Okay. Well, I
Sid.
just finished the bottle. So I had to get the new bottle because so it's not open. But I'm drinking some Bear Hug. It's the Barbados rum that I got when I was in Punta Cana. And yes, y'all, I had to bring it out, the red solo cup. Cause I'm so
Period.
I'm only
Well, I was drinking on aqua, fake no, some water,
Not
which
the
I'm
water.
done with. Oh, but I do want to shout out my son Melanin Poppin is black
Yeah.
on.
I
My
like.
I think it's Pride Apparel or My Pride Apparel. I'm gonna link it though. Since we in the month of February, Black History, not just love, but Black History, Black excellent. Period. Period. But
Here's to that.
so I think we're gonna end it here. But check out part two because part two gonna be a little bit more spicier. Let's talk about sex, baby. Oh well, so look out for part two on
Mhm.
Valentine's Day. It'll be our V-Day special. And anything you like to like you want to share your Instagram or promote anything, like a book or something, like some brands or something.
I'm gonna say that for part two.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, man, I'm gonna do mad now because it could be, you could have fun with it doing part two. So last year I self-published my very first book. It's called The Intern by SRG, and it is on Amazon currently. And it's basically
Okay.
about a black woman. She's a business tech, and her intern named Bailey White, who falls in too deep. And that's as much as I'm gonna give y'all, cause baby, you gonna have some fun, Just say it like that.
Eat until
Until I
I
say
say
Okay.
stop.
Period. Okay, so we're gonna end it. Good night, guys. Look out for part two, and thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
bye,
Bye.
I got the cake. I got the cake. I got the cake.